Good morning, or good afternoon, or good day, and Happy New Year! And welcome to my channel. Today, I'm just going to talk a little about the marketing strategy that I use in the Airplane Manager. I have to see if I can wake up a little here. My vision is a little blurred on the first day of 2023, but here we go. So let's look. I got most of my planes grounded during the night. I did fly out a bunch of planes now. Let me see here. All these will be landing within 4 hours, except here or here. So this one I just sent out because I forgot to put the stream on, and so I did send out 20 planes, or well, not 20, but a few here. Actually, with some of these as well, but these can be resent out before the 4-hour marketing campaign is over. But I just sent out this one. That's so that just so that is said. And I'm gonna look at what I got in. I got 6,299,000. So if you subtract that, that means I had about 2 million. 2,200,000, and I didn't have enough money to top off the fuel, so I did use some fuel now. The thing is that I don't think the fuel cost is reflected in the history. No, it's not. Only when you buy it, the usage is not reflected. So when I send out 20 planes now, it doesn't tell how much fuel and the cost of that here, because that's paid for right away when you send. It's subtracted from the payment you get or pay. So anyway, that said, I was supposed to have topped it off, so I could and then top it off after the 4-hour period, so I can see how much money I made or lost. But and I don't know how much fuel it used. I think it was 2 million here. So probably 2 million. Let's see how much 2 million is. That can't be right, that I paid 4 million. Well, I didn't pay anything. I just got the fuel, right? I didn't pay anything. But if I want to get back to, if I want to get back to where it was, I have to pay 4 million. And that's exactly what I got. Right? I got 8 million. Okay, so I got 4 million more than the gas cost. But then again, there is this CO2, but that doesn't cost that much. But it used, sending 20 planes out used almost all my gas. So when I send out the next 20, I need to make sure that this is topped off. So check your CO2 every time you have sent out 20 planes. 3, 4, 2, 7, 3, 4, 9, and that cost, of course, is only 603, so it's not much. I can, so if I can buy, I can do like this, then it's back to approximately what it was. So I haven't gotten back all the money. I actually got, if I just send out 20 planes, if I don't send out anymore, I lose about 1 million, right? It was 4 million, I believe. So 1 million. It cost me 1 million to send out those 20 planes. That's including the marketing and CO2 payment and the fuel payment and also the eco-friendly payment. But that was 20 planes. I got more than 20 planes. So I'll send out 20 more, depart 20, and let's see what happens. I got 6 million this time. I got 8 million the other time. Now I cannot depart 20 more. I have to check the CO2. You see, it's used more than half. So I need to pay, I need to buy CO2 every time I send out 20 planes. There we go. Yeah, I still got more, and since the price is high on the fuel, I will wait with the payment of the fuel. So I can go back and I can send 20 more. And then I need to check the CO2 again. You see, it's almost used all of it. And this doesn't cost that much, so I don't care too much about the price. Because I need to fill it up if I'm going to use the 682. If I am gonna take advantage of the eco-friendly thing here campaign, I have to be eco-friendly. That's 10%. So I depart 20 more and I get only 4 million this time. That's smaller planes. And I can probably depart these as well. But these are bigger planes. So let's check. It's the bigger planes that uses a lot of well, let me just pay it. I don't think it's going to use it up, but just to make sure. There we go. And let's look at the fuel. It's getting closer to, but the price is still high. And then I'll send the last 6. There we go. 3.8. So now I'm 25 million. So of course I make money. There's no doubt about it. Even though I have to, and I'm going to be able to send 20 more planes. Actually more. Well, 23 planes or 22 maybe, or maybe no, maybe these 3 will extend, because if I look at the marketing now, it's only 349. So let's see here, where was it? Here, 349. These will not be included. This one will maybe not, but this one will. So 19 there. Well, it's only 19. 19 more planes. And these are a bunch of small planes that I just sent out. But there's also a few long-range planes here. These. So there will be a little more money coming in. But I have to pay for fuel. You see, I'm waiting for this to come down. So in about 5 minutes it will go down. And then I'll pay it. So this is how I do it. I usually, you know, during the night, I don't have any, usually I do marketing maybe 2 or 3 times during the day, depending, and sometimes maybe only one, and I only do the 4 hour. The thing is that in the morning I want to have most of the planes sitting on the ground, so I can because then I can buy all the if I can top off the fuel and the CO2 and look at how much money I have. And then, but this time I didn't have enough money to top it off the fuel, so but I could estimate how much it was. So then I fly out all the planes, and then some planes will have less than 4 hours flight time, so I can fly them one more time. So in the end of the 4 hour period, I go in and I pay all the CO2 and the fuel, and then I see how much money I have. That's the money I made. That's simple. And as you can see here now, I have to pay for some fuel, and that's actually quite an amount. If I pay for this price, it's gonna be 7609,487. It's gonna be 17 million. So by waiting, I'm just gonna turn on some light here. By waiting for this price to come down to half, around here, I will cut this cost in half. I will save almost 9 million, and that's a lot of money. So let's say that it will cost me 9 million, then I subtract that from 25, I have 16 million, but I had basically nothing, you know. If I had paid for the fuel, I would be below zero, maybe 1 million below. So I will be 16 above, so that means I made 15 million so far. And I still got a few more planes to fly out. 19 more planes, and that might give me, there's some long range there, so maybe give me somewhere between 5 and 8 million. So that means between 20 and 23 million I make every time I do a 4 hour marketing campaign, if most of the planes are on the ground before I do it. So if I do one more marketing campaign today, the long range planes will not have landed, so they will be omitted from the calculation and the profit. So that means if I make 20, let's say 20, let's say 30, I probably make enough money on the last planes, so it will be 30 around. So if I do one more marketing campaign today with the smaller planes, because the long range will not have come back, right, within the 4 hour period, I will be making much less on those, but I will be making money. So, and I'll check how much it is. I did it yesterday, but I kind of forgot it. I screwed it up a little here. It's New Year's Eve, you know. So I will check it now. When this, I have to wait 4 hours now, you know. So when this 4 hour period is gone, it's 3 hours and 44 minutes left. I can wait. I can do something else now for 3 hours and 40 minutes, and then I come back, and then I will send out all the planes that is on the airport and buy the fuel and buy the CO2, and then I look at the price. And whatever price I have there, I was with topped off fuel, I was probably, well, wait a minute, the fuel cost was like 4. No, I don't remember. Let's see here. The fuel cost for, I think I had, what wasn't it about like this? I think it was 7 million. I think it was just like it is now. So that means I have gotten back to where I was, and I got 25, and I was just to start, I was 2 million something, I think I was 2 million something, and now I'm 25. So that means I made 23 million so far, and I probably make 7 million on the last planes, or maybe not that much, and then I will end up about 30 million. Oh, now it went down, look. So 7,609,487. You see, now it's only 5 million. So I saved a lot of money by waiting and not buying it until now. And then I paid for, oh, I'll pay this too as well. 1,498,756. There we go. So now I'm still at, well, now I'm at 19. But I have paid for more fuel now than what I had when I started. So it's still, it was still 23, right? So it cost me 4 million now to top it off, but I will not take that into the calculation. So it's going to be interesting to see how much I get for these planes, because there is, this is long range, this is long range, and this is long range, and this is long range, long range. There's a few long range planes, this one as well, and the rest is short range. So I guess 6-7 million. So that would bring me up to 30 million. I love that. Making 30 million in 4 hours. How do you like that? But what I have done, you know, I just buy more planes for that money, and yesterday I bought too many planes. So I didn't have enough money to pay for the route, you know. It cost like 5 million for a route. That was a long route, you know. So that means I had to send out planes without the marketing and without the eco-friendly thing in order to get in cash, so I could have enough money to pay for the route, so I could send out the planes. So that means I was actually losing money, because I think many of these planes will not make any money. I will lose money if I fly them, if I don't have the marketing. That's what I think, and I don't intend to check it, you know. But what you can do, it's actually easy to check. You just top it off like I've done now, and then you wait until, let's say, when the marketing is finished now, and then I have a plane sitting here, and without the marketing I top off the fuel and the CO2, and then I look at the price here, the account balance. I send out the plane and I top it off again and see how much money I have, because it's kind of misleading, you know. When you depart a plane like this, it says, oh, I made 754, but you didn't, because you have to, 754, you know, you have to pay for this. Let's see, 754, this is with marketing. 754. Maybe I should write it down. 754, because I tend to forget easily. Let's say 57240. I pay for the fuel, and it's cheap, good for me. And then I have to pay for this CO2, 562, right? And then, well, did I write something wrong? It's still 1,000. Yeah, there we go. And then I have to look here, how much did I pay? I paid 42, 16, and 135. 42? Only 42,000? 42, 52, 58, about 59, almost 60,000. But I did get 754,000. So I only paid 60,000 in fuel and CO2, right? That's a good business. I think on that particular plane, it doesn't tell me what plane it was. I don't remember now what plane it was, but what kind of plane it was. But it was a long range. So that long range plane make a good profit, and it will also make profit without marketing for sure. But some other planes here might not do it. I'm not, and this was real quick to check. So I'm gonna do this. Actually, I should do this on each plane. That would be a good marketing strategy, you know. I will take one plane at a time, just like I did now. See how much money I have before I send it, and see how much money I have after I send it and paid the gas and the CO2 with and without marketing. That's a good. Why didn't I do that before? Because I did some other calculations earlier, and I found out that I bought a whole bunch of DC-910 like you see here for short range, and I did find out that if you fly them without marketing, you lose money. But maybe I didn't calculate right, because I did a whole bunch of calculations. But it's so easy. I can just, do what I said. Check the count, fly the plane, just make sure the fuel and CO2 is topped off first, and then top it off after, and see how much money you have. That's easy. That's that easy. Okay, so that was a little about my marketing and how you can find out if your flights are profitable or not. This is the easiest way to find out if it's profitable. Not like I've done before with a spreadsheet and a whole bunch of calculations. I can show you. Let's see here if I can find this thing here. Oh, that's not my account. Okay. Well, forget it then. So what you see here is that I do fly from here, and then I fly as far as I can, and then from here I split to different airports. But I do check how many daily arrivals or the daily demand for each airport, and I try to set the passenger configuration according to the demand. And usually on this plane here, this is This is the B, what is it called again? The B 730, no, it's not that one. 737-800, is it that one? I think. Yeah, 737-800. So that it has a range of about 7,000 kilometers, and that's like over there. And then this airport, and I configure maybe 104 normal passengers and 50 business class. I don't use first class because you lose money on first class actually. According to my calculations, they might be wrong though. So if the demand on that airport is, let's say 500 normal passengers and 250 business, that means I can fly 5 times a day, right? And then this flight can only do like 1 time a day, maybe 2, because I don't fly all the time. I don't do, if I do marketing 2 times a day, then it's 2 times. So that means I can fly 5 times into that airport. So that means that if I'm going to do 2 flights that day, I would fly in the same route 2 times with 1 plane. And then that would be 4 times total that day. So I don't want to fly when there's no demand. So then I switch to another airport, and then I fly out 5 planes from this airport, because these planes are going to fly back, and there is the demand on this airport to fly these airplanes back, and I have to, that's why I usually fly from a big airport, because they have bigger demands, right? You want to put a hub on the big airports, not the small one. So well, maybe some of these planes, when they go back, there's no demand, and then I make less money, but overall I will make money. Here on Bangkok, you see a lot of small planes flying, and they don't have that many passengers, so you can have more planes flying in and out. I don't have that many actually. I have 4 there and 3 there and 2 there. That's not that many, really. So I could put more planes flying out here. But the small planes fly more regularly. They're like 3-hour flights and 3-hour back. That's 6 hours. So they can do 4 flights during the day if I was busy. So they will still, fly a few passengers. But I could probably put in, and I did. I can see that now. There's some long range coming here that goes into Bangkok. No, wait a minute. They don't go to Bangkok. They go to another airport. They go to what's it called? Chiang Mai. Because I actually didn't reach down to Bangkok, and it didn't really matter. You can use any airport as long as you don't fly in more than the demand is. So this comes from, not from here. I think it actually comes from, well, maybe it comes from here. No, wait a minute. It comes from Boston. It comes from here. Yeah, it comes from here. It goes up to here, and then it goes from here and down. Some are coming here. They maybe go to Bangkok from here. They don't have a stopover. I start doing stopovers on the last few days. All all the planes. I actually sold a whole bunch of planes. I had a bunch of small planes that did small routes, uh, and I just sold them. I lost a lot of money on them, but you know, I'm making money now because I found out that these small planes, you know, they didn't make any money. Even with marketing, they didn't make much money, you know. So the B 737 800 is a good plane because according to my calculations, it makes money with or without marketing. But you know, like all planes, you have to pay down the plane first. This money you get by flying out, you have to pay for fuel and CO2, and you have to pay back the route fee that you did initially on your first flight, and you have to pay back the cost of the airplane. So it's after you have done that. I did a calculation of how many flights you had to do, flight hours or flights or whatever, that you had to do in order to have the return of investment, you know, ROI. And then I found that this B 737 800 was very good. I didn't check all the planes though, so but this one is very good, so I recommend that one. Okay, so there's nothing more to do here now except me talking, so I will leave it for that. And just if you like it, please press like and subscribe, and I appreciate it if you write a comment about what I'm saying. Maybe I do something wrong, let me know. No hard feelings. So take care.